everybody. It's your favorite NBA Yap artist back at it once again. If you guys enjoy daily NBA content, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Getting close to 10,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. Today, I do have some NBA opinions at the tail end of this, but today it's a somber ramble. It's your favorite sad Yap artist, unfortunately. It's a somber ramble. I come bearing bad news. Let's first take a sip of coffee. Nespresso, even during dark times, you bring a smile to my face. That's the latest ad, Nespresso. Playback is shutting down at the end of the week. Very saddened by this, obviously. If you weren't aware, we stream over on Playback almost every night, a good amount of times, probably 4 or 5 times a week. We'd stream over there. It's a platform. You know, you see it every time I post like the live stream highlights on this channel. It's from a Playback stream. It gave this unique viewing experience where you could link your NBA League Pass to your account. And by doing so, you got to watch all of the games alongside your favorite streamer or your favorite content creator, whoever it may be, right? You got to watch the games as they're happening with the streamer on. It was this really unique thing that was a lot of fun. And we had been using it exclusively pretty much for the last couple of seasons, right? Used to stream only on YouTube, and then Playback came around, and then we moved over there. And yeah, this really sucks, man. It really sucks. We'd been one of the, I wouldn't say one of the first, but you know, we were there pretty early, and it was fun to kind of watch this platform grow, get better. It was fun to watch it get partner up with the NBA itself, with the league itself. It was fun to do, like, you know, I got the opportunity through Playback to do the around the room is what they called it, but it was Around the Horn with Tony Reale, who is the host of Around the Horn, a show that I watched for, you know, my entire childhood. So that was a ton of fun. Yeah, it's saddening. It sucks. Obviously, it does have fairly big implications for Slightly Biased and the Slightly Biased Empire, because we stream over here every single night. It just sucks, man. It really sucks too, because beyond all the other things, you know, there's people who worked here that are going to lose their job, I'm assuming. They did mention in their goodbye that there might be a sell. I don't know if that's on here or it's in the blog. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that, if it was an email I got, but I don't know about that. But, you know, hopefully some of these people who work there, because I met some really cool people who worked here that supported me and that, you know, looked out for me and reached out to me and made the process of streaming on Playback incredibly enjoyable, incredibly fun, and incredibly responsive, you know. And it sucks that it's all gone. Like, Sam Esfandiari, I'm going to fuck up the last name, sorry. But Sam, he does the Light Years Ahead Warriors podcast. He's a big player in Playback. You know, he got me over there, and anytime I needed anything, he asked. Anytime I wanted something changed, anytime I had an idea about how they can make the streaming experience better, they were very responsive, an incredibly responsive team that was always changing and trying to make their product better. It just sucks that it's ending. It sucks. It's sad. It's unfortunate. And, man, I feel bad. I feel bad for everybody who works there. I hope everybody lands on their feet. Very talented group of people that work there. So I'm sure they're going to land on their feet just fine. But, you know, that's a bigger deal than anything else, really. So it sucks. It saddens me. And just thank you, Playback. Thank you, Playback. We had some great times. We really did. We had some great times over here. A lot of fun. Man, a lot of fun. It really sucks that this is coming to a conclusion. This sudden, too.
Oh, my God.
This sudden. Like, what is this?
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, game one
Here
of
we
the NBA
go.
Finals. Oh, this was when I had this was the day I broke my ankle, I'm pretty sure. Or the day after I broke my ankle. I hadn't gone to the doctor yet. So
Here we
that's why I
go.
look so disheveled.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my
Look how
God.
excited
They've
we
done
are.
it again. The double magic. They do it again. Unbelievable. This team makes no...
Wait a second. Wait, you guys might be onto something. I really am a closet Thunder fan. Look at the vein popping out. I was pissed.
They do it again.
I was pissed. No, man. It really sucks for Playback, and a great service that, unfortunately, you know, will be no more. Hopefully, if there is a sell, hopefully that leads to something else. Hopefully this leads to Playback coming back in some form, or some other company adapting the Playback model into their current model. Who knows with these sells and stuff. But yeah, just really unfortunate, and it sucks. For us, I guess we're just going to go back to YouTube only streams on the main channel, on the Slightly Biased channel. There's a reason why we moved away from those. So it's going to be interesting going back to them. But it should be entertaining. And there are some things that, through playbacks, like behind the scenes shit, like the playback, back in streaming stuff, like, the slightly delusional club with the music. That wasn't really something that we could do seamlessly, that we could do again, which could be kind of fun. But yeah, obviously this sucks and I feel bad. And I just feel bad for the playback team and everybody involved because they did a great job. They were incredible. I just gave them a round of applause again. And I look forward to whatever the next venture is because I'll be very, very interested. So salute to you, Playback. You were a great part of our lives and a great part of the Slightly Biased community. And it sucks. It really does. It really sucks because this was such a community-based streaming platform, where people could come on the stage and talk. And the chat you could react to chats and all of this stuff and send Twitter links and chats. That made it so easy to just... It just felt like your chat was so much more involved. I know I'm just doing behind the scenes shit now that you guys might not care about, but yeah, it really sucks that it's going to end. And they got to make things a little bit different too. So kind of scary, but kind of exciting at the same time to sort of figure out how we're going to traverse these waters. But anyways, thank you, Playback. We're going to miss you. It's ending the end of the week. So maybe we'll do one more kind of send off stream with Playback and then that'll kind of be that. Really sad. Actually, yeah, it actually makes me really sad to think about. So anyways, that's kind of the sad news. Once I saw this news, I was like, man, I really don't want to talk about the NBA shit, really. I don't really want to talk about some of it. Franz Wagner, only a high ankle sprain, which was not what I was expecting. So that definitely looked like a knee injury. So that's good, though, because he's going to miss some time. 2 to 4 weeks is what it sounds like. But it sounds like we avoided a catastrophic injury with Franz Wagner, which is very good for the Orlando Magic. Because I think they're kind of creeping up into a real legitimate contender tier, right? I really do feel that way, at least in the Eastern Conference is kind of what I mean. I kind of have some takes across the NBA right now. I was just doing this thing, Locked On last night. We were talking about whether or not the Dallas Mavericks should tank. I did a Bleacher Report video earlier today kind of talking about the same thing. It's all kind of led me to the same exact place. Dude, I think I'm here now. I'm solidly here. They need to fucking get rid of the play-in tournament. I'm here now. Get rid of it. I think it sucks. I'm done with it. I think it's trash. I think the idea of having a team that currently has a 37% winning percentage, having the opportunity to play in what is technically a postseason game, even though it's not specifically literally a playoff game, but a postseason game nonetheless, is kind of a joke on the league. Like, I'm just being real. I think they need to get rid of it. Maybe you can keep a system where it's, hey, if you're within a game if a game or 2 games, you get the opportunity to play. Even then, I just think that it's lame. And a big reason I think that is like, dude, we're talking about, well, the Mavericks make the play-in. Man, fuck the play-in. The play-in's a joke. All right? The play-in is a joke. Like, I'm sorry. Get rid of it. I think the league is steamrolling towards an inevitable conclusion where a team has a lottery protected pick or a top 10 protected pick, and they say to themselves, you know what, we better make sure our draft position is solidified here so we can keep our pick in this upcoming draft. We should tank this playing game. It's going to happen. Hell, it might have happened already, right? Like, who's to say there wasn't kind of like a wink behind the scenes, like, wait, why the fuck I'm just going to make up something here. Why the fuck did Sabonis get 25 minutes tonight? Like, what the hell happened there? It wasn't even foul trouble. Like, oh, I don't know. I guess we just went with the hot hand off the bench. Like, that could have already happened. But I feel like we are steamrolling towards that inevitable conclusion where a team tanks a playing game, and it's the biggest laughingstock disgrace in the history of the league. Like, I do think that's kind of what we're barreling towards. So I say get rid of the play-in tournament. And you know that there's not even me being a homer. My team's in the play-in race. I don't even want them in it. So get rid of the play-in tournament because I think with the in-cup, the in-season tournament, the NBA Cup, I am a proponent of that. I think it's good. I like it. Good. Okay. I think it's a little bit too gimmicky to have 2 different tournaments going on at the same time, right? 2 different tournaments happening at the same time. So get rid of the play-in tournament, keep the NBA Cup, and then by getting rid of the play-in tournament, maybe you can implement something with the cup where it's like, hey, if you make the NBA Cup playoffs, whatever they call it, the quarterfinals. So the teams that are in it now, you've got the Raptors, you've got the Magic, you've got the Heat, you've got the Knicks. So typically good teams make this. In the West, you have the Thunder, you have the Lakers, you have the Spurs, and you have the Suns, right? All teams that have been competitive so far this year. But maybe you make it to where we're taking out the play-in tournament, but if you're one of the final 4 teams in the NBA Cup, you get an opportunity. If you're outside the top 8 by season's end, you get an opportunity to play a playing game with the 8th seed at the very worst. Maybe you can have that. And then maybe you can have it to where if you make the semifinals, you're guaranteed a top 8 seed. If you make the championship game, you're guaranteed home court. And if you win it, maybe you're guaranteed a top 2 seed. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about how you can sort of strengthen the NBA Cup to make it, matter that much more. But I've become so turned off by the play-in tournament. I'm just looking at these standings. I'm like, dude, are you like really? If the season were to end today, the Trailblazers at 9-15 get an opportunity to play in a postseason game. The 10 and 15 Bucks get to play in a postseason game. Who wants it? You know what I mean? So in the East right now is a good example. If you want to keep some semblance of a play-in tournament, right? The Hawks, if the season were to end today, and if you were to get rid of the play-in tournament, the Hawks would be on the outside looking in the playoffs at 14 and 11. They're tied with the Sixers, the Cavs, and the 2 teams ahead of them, and only half game behind the Magic and Heat. Obviously, you can't be half a game back by season's end. But if you could keep a system where, hey, maybe the Hawks would get an opportunity to play their way into a playoff spot. Okay, that can make some sense. But the fucking Bucks, the Blazers, the Mavs, like the Jazz are half game out of the play-in tournament. Do we want the Jazz in the play-in tournament? We don't want that. We don't. Like, think about it. I'm supposed to sell to casual fans that this is a serious league, and it's just like, dude, the Jazz are in the play-in tournament with a 34% winning percentage. What? I get what they were trying to do by making these games matter more, making every game matter more. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worked that much. I don't think teams give a shit. So just get rid of it. That's kind of where I'm at. I would like for this to be the last year of the play-in tournament. I know that the NBA is so money hungry that they don't care. It's a couple extra games. We're going to keep it in because it's a few extra $1 million here and there. Is there not a limit with the money? Is there not a limit? Huh? There's no limit to the money, is there? Sickening.